Paramore, Let the Flames Begin. This is a CVT guitar lesson for Bailey. Did I get that right? I meant to double check. Yes, I did. Lisa's daughter. So, keeping the music in the family. That's awesome. Bailey, good choice. Paramore's a great band. I mean, they write good songs. And it takes me back to the day when my kids, every one of them was listening to Paramore. They're still good. So the tuning for this is called drop C sharp, Bailey, and if you're familiar with drop D tuning, it's the same thing, okay, but you're going to drop down everything a half step lower. Actually, here, I'll tell you. C sharp for string 6, G sharp, C sharp, F sharp, A sharp. Good thing I checked because I was a little bit out of tune. And D sharp. Alright, so basically you say you were playing a big old monster D chord, you can hit the top string now. So this intro, now there's delay in it, and there's also multiple guitars. I got the main guitars for you. Pretty straightforward song, especially compared to the first band that you were considering me do, which was really technical, a lot of stuff going on. So I haven't heard you play, and I'm not sure of your level of playing, but this one is definitely going to be easier. Real solid, and there's some good stuff to learn in it. String skipping being one of them. Alright, so section 1 comes in at 0 seconds in. You will be getting tabs with this. If you're not familiar with tabs, I know your mom can help you. It's real easy. 12D, open G, and you're going to go 4 times of that. Now it's a hold, so and your tabs will be a line drawn over it. That means just leave your finger down. Don't go. Keep it down so when you hit the G, you're still hearing the 12th fret off the D string. And because it's quick, pick down up. I would. You can do downs, but it'll flow more with down up. 13A and open G, so now we're doing string skipping. And that's good practice to get used, you only got that much spacing between strings. 4 times through on that. 1 time to me is this, okay, I'm calling that 1 times 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the last one is 15th fret on the A. Still string skipping to the open G, and this is going to be double that length, so it's going to be 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So your roots are like. Just add those opens. And this is how they're playing it, because I researched it. Ask Lisa. I watch concerts and see where their fingers are on the neck for this stuff. And I found some good stuff. That goes 2 times, double dots are in there. So if you see double dots and there's nothing at the end of those double dots, it means 2 times of everything within. If it's more than that, I'll put 4x or 6x or whatever. Section 2 comes in at 12 seconds in. Another cool little layer guitar part. It's 8D slide to 10 and then go to 11B. Alright, so you have 6B and 7-5G and then start it over. But this time after the 11B, you'll still go to 6B and then 3B and E. So let me play all that without talking over it. Okay, that's it for that. That's section 2. Then you're going to repeat section 1 2 times, section 2 1 time. So just do everything again, back to the all that stuff. Section 3, 48 seconds in, another cool little melody line layer that they did. And 7G, slide to 10, pick the 10 twice. And this is kind of in groups of 3s for the most part. One of them is 8, but so slide to 10, pick it twice, 8th fret 3 times, 7th 3 times. So you have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 5th fret is actually 7 times. not 8. So in your mind, if you have to count, maybe 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever works. Everyone kind of has a different method. 7G 3 times, 10D 3 times, 7D 3 times, and then 8, 7, 8 on the B. So if you went from the D string, you got this. So, oops. Oops. A lot of 3s, and actually most of them are. And then the end, you know, you got 7, 8, 7, 8. Let that 8 ring. So. Section 4, this is the only part in the song that has distortion. And in this tuning, these are actually called power chords. 5th fret E and A, or strings 6 and 5. You'll see double dots. I wrote in your tabs 8 times, and then you'll see the double dots, which means twice, so it's 16. You'll go. Turn the delay off for this part. 10th fret. As a matter of fact, 1 second here. That's 54 seconds in for that part. 8th fret, not 10th fret. So what I would do first, this would help you memorize it, is memorize the Threadings. And we got 5, 8, 1, 1, and then 3, 5 on the A and D string. The same amount of time, so it's 16 hits per chord. In music, theoretically, you would, those are 16th notes, so 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. But like I said, everyone counts different, and some people don't count at all. You've probably heard this song a million times, you won't even need to count it. First fret, 3, 5, A, D. And then you're back to some repeats, really. It's 105 in, you're going back to the oops. Series of repeats of everything that you just did. There's only one new part, and that comes in. You'll see a timestamp at 129. The last section in there is section 4 2 times. So remember, section 4 is the distorted part. Okay, so that's the. And this time they do it again. Okay, so, but all that, like I said, that's notated in your tabs, so you'll know how many times to do all the parts. Really neat part here. Section 5, 205 into the song. Let's get a little more volume. So we're looking at. Oops. Really innovative. It's 10E, 8B, 6B, hammer onto the 8th fret. So a hammer on is when you pick a note and you slam the finger down to ring out the 8th fret. Pick the 6, make sure you don't accidentally pull off, so you're going to go. And then string skip up to 8D, quick rest. Pick the 8, and you can either leave that finger or swap it out to the middle because there is a quick rest there. Pick the 8, pull off to 7, hammer to 8. So you need to have 2 fingers down and go pick, pull, hammer, and then 5th fret twice. Double dots are on that section, and there's a tail end piece that I need to show you, but that ends up going 3 times. So and then you'll do this to finish it. On the D string, 7, 8, 8 slide to 10. Okay, so if you're sliding to your target note and you see the line in your tabs and it has a 10, you don't pick that 10. If there was a 10 written after it, then you would slide to it and pick. So it does that whole thing 2 times, then you're back to section 4 2 times, and then section 5, which is the part that I just showed you, 2 times, and they fade that out on the end. So, and that comes into 229, and you'll be doing section 4 2 times. That's the only distorted part in the song. Okay, one last pointer. Like I said, I'm not sure where you're at with your playing. So when you're doing these power chords, you're going to this last one, which in standard tuning we'd call it a C5. The 3A, 5D. With this type of stuff, and actually not just with chords, but anytime you're playing, be thinking about above the string and below that you're muting, because what you don't want to run into, especially you got a fast riff, say you're coming from the 1-1 EA, when we get to 3-5 AD, you want to be careful that you don't end up hitting string 6 unless you're muting it with the tip of your index finger, because it could sound like a train wreck. Watch, I'll do it on purpose. That sour note will ruin the whole chord, so just take that little index and boom, touch it. Don't push it down, because then it'll ring. So those are little things to remember when you're playing. So there you go. I hope you enjoy your first CVT lesson, Bailey, and they're a lot of fun, very detailed. Take your time with it, and if you have questions, you can of course, well, you can check with your mom or hit me up on Facebook. I'd rather you contact me than be stuck on something. All right, thanks a lot.